Hey guys, what's going on? Aaron here. Welcome to the video. So ETH broke above 4K. Really good news, and we are seeing other altcoins rally hard. I'm going to talk about the market, taking a look at two charts, looking at Ethereum's price over on Into the Cryptoverse. Link below if you would like access to these charts. Taking a look at what ETH Bitcoin is doing right now. Essentially, is Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin? And then taking a look at a video from Mike Novogratz talking about why he is so bullish on ETH. And then I'm going to share what I think is going to happen leading into the rest of the year. But I thought I would check my iTrust Capital account. A lot of you guys know that I have a retirement account there. And if you want to create one or roll over a retirement account, you can do so using my link below, where you're going to get a $100 bonus. And I really like that you can buy gold and silver as well. Alrighty, so the market, very good. We are up for the week, up for the day. So I want to start out right here. This is Ethereum's historical risk levels. And again, this chart is over on Into the Cryptoverse if you want to get access to this. And what I'm really looking at right here is this red line. This is the risk level. And the top risk would be a 1. Right now we're at a 0.689. So the last time we were higher than this was actually May of 2024, and even higher going into March of 2024 when ETH crossed $4,000, the last time it crossed 4K. A lot of you guys maybe weren't even here. This is a little over a year ago, right? But ETH had a really rough last year. It was at 4K, then dropped down to 1.5K or even less than that, right? Had a really rough year. So now we're above 4K. And for me, taking a look at ETH, things get heated when we start getting above this 0.8 line. So taking a look back in 2021, you can see this 0.8 line right here. We broke it for several months, right? That's when things get a little bit heated for me. Taking a look at this logarithmic regression rainbow for ETH. So things again start to get really heated when we get above this green line right here, which would be band number 7. So let me just knock off some of these top bands just to make it a little bit easier. So band 7, which is going to be this top band right here, that's when, again, back in 2021, things got a little bit heated. Right now, we haven't even hit band 5. So do things look like we're overheated? Not really. And that leads me to this really quick, and then I want to talk about what Mike Novogratz said as well. But the last time ETH broke 4K, we did not have multiple treasury companies actively competing to accumulate 10% of the overall supply, right? We are in a very different environment right now. And let me play this video from Mike Novogratz talking about this.
Yeah, listen, Ethereum has a story that's a little different than Bitcoin, which has always been we're going to be the base layer of trust where lots of projects get built on top of. And it's going to be so used by so many different industries and people that it becomes a currency itself, right? And that story's picking up momentum, especially with stable coins, right? A lot of the stable coins will be running on Ethereum rails, and it's a trusted blockchain. And so that, but don't discount the fact that, Joe Lubin and Tom Lee have set up these Ethereum balance sheet companies, treasury companies that have given public market investors real access to not just Ethereum, but staking yield, potentially lending, derivatives on it. And so that's pulling in money, and prices are set on the margin. And when you have a couple $100 million a day of new money just buying, it draws people in, and you're seeing.
Yeah, so he explained it well. So the stablecoin legislation that was just passed, the Genius Act, a lot of these stablecoins are assumably going to be built on Ethereum rails. Now, some may use different blockchains. We don't really know exactly, but there has already been a lot of interest from big institutions and big companies saying they are going to use Ethereum. So that is a reason, that is one of the reasons that Mike Novogratz thinks that Ethereum is going to go up a lot. Plus, you're having multiple, essentially, MicroStrategy companies, but are doing the same thing, but for Ethereum, acquiring 5, 10, 15% of the total supply. And that is going to have an impact on the price. And here, slightly off topic, but still related, 13 of the top 25 US banks are building Bitcoin products. And I believe that many of these banks, if they aren't already, will be building Ethereum products as well. So there's a lot of momentum driving into Ethereum right now, as there is with Bitcoin. Right here, though, we can see Ethereum beginning to outperform Bitcoin. So it's made more sense to hold ETH than Bitcoin. But for a very, very long time, this chart going back to 2021, for the most part, minus a few dips, it's made a lot more sense to hold Bitcoin than ETH, right? Ethereum was, as Ben Cowan says, bleeding against ETH for many, many years. And I believe we could be seeing a reversal now, or we could just see both Ethereum and Bitcoin go up in US dollar value, which would be fine, right? We don't need to see this like massive Ethereum rally where Bitcoin stalls out. I'm fine with a world where Bitcoin goes to 250K, Ethereum goes to 10K or higher at the same time, right? There doesn't need to be one or the other, but often there is this reallocation of capital from Bitcoin to Ethereum and other top layer ones, and then to smaller coins. We've seen that every single cycle since like 2013. It's happened every 4 years. So in my estimation, it will happen again. So does it make sense to sell all your Bitcoin and buy ETH? Well, first off, this station does not give financial advice, so I would never tell you what to do. I'm certainly not. I am very heavy Bitcoin, but like I've shared for a long time, I hold a sizable amount of ETH as well. So I'm happy to see this rally of ETH, but I also believe that Bitcoin's still going to go up a lot as well. I don't really see that ending. So what am I doing right now? Not much, because I have my Bitcoin, I have a lot of other altcoins, I have Ethereum, and I'm just kind of letting the market play out. But it's always a good idea to be prepared for a rally before the rally happens. There are a lot of reasons why I think the market's going to continue to go up. I've been sharing it, every day for the last couple months or years, right? Nothing new here. So I think it's important to figure out where the market is probably going to go, and then you want to get allocations before the market goes there. So I have allocations to smaller altcoins like I've been talking about for a while on the station, as well as larger coins like Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana, because I believe the market is just going to transition into these smaller coins when Bitcoin hits new all-time highs, levels off, then Ethereum, Solana rallies, and then these smaller coins rally as well. That's what I've been saying for a while, and that's what I think is going to happen this time around too. That's it for the video, guys. Very exciting news. I'll keep you guys posted. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the station if you like this kind of content. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.